All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Anthony Deloach, and I'm going to be your host tonight. And I'm absolutely excited about the information that I get to share with you all tonight. I believe this information can positively impact your life in a major way. And the reason why I can confidently say that is because this information is already positively impacting my life and it's positively impacted other people's lives that are on the call with you right now. But not only that, there's thousands of people around the world who have been using this information to positively impact their lives for a long time. So I want to tell you, you're in good company right now, and you're going to hear some great information. Now, I want to jump into a couple of housekeeping things before I jump into the information tonight. Here's the first thing, guys. I want you guys to make sure that when you come in, that you're on right now, that you check your phone or your device, make sure it's on mute. I don't want anyone to be distracted while they're trying to hear the information. I want everyone to have a fair chance of hearing everything that we're going to share tonight. So if you can make sure your phone or device is on mute, that would be absolutely phenomenal. Here's number two, guys. Make sure you have something to write on and something to write with. You got to make sure, right, that you are taking notes on this call. I'm going to be sharing some non-traditional information. This is not information that everybody is privy to. I want you to treat it as such, okay? Make sure you're taking some notes. If something stands out to you, write it down. If there's some questions that you have or something that you don't totally understand, I want you to write that down as well. Our goal is for you to be well educated when you leave this call, okay? Here's the third thing, guys. I want you to sit back, relax. I don't want you to be skeptical. I want you to listen with an open mind. Why can I say that? Because tonight I'm not going to try to sell you on anything. I'm not going to try to persuade you or anything. I'm actually not going to even try to convince you of anything. I'm going to share some information with you that I believe is phenomenal. Now, if you get that information and you believe it's phenomenal as well, maybe we all can run together and make this thing happen on a major level. But if it's something that does not line up with your core values, your goals, or what you decide that you want to do, then that's fine. We understand that everything is not for everybody and everybody is not for everything. Right. So I want you guys to really relax, sit back and relax. Now, here's why I say listen with an open mind, right? I want you to listen with an open mind. I like to approach information. I never want to approach information and like I've already heard this before, even if I have, right? I never want to approach it because I like to approach any information when I'm listening. Like, what can I get from this? When I'm talking to people or when somebody's talking to me, I'm having conversations. What can I get from this? What can I learn from this? And when you approach information in that way, you can get the most out of the conversation or the information that you're receiving. So I just wanted to give you guys that because I think that's going to help you guys a lot tonight as we go over this information and share this with you. All right. So let me go ahead and get into this thing and share my screen here. Zoom always throws me off with the new setup that they have here, but it's all good. We're going to figure this thing out here. I'm going to get very used to it in just a second. Right. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. What I'm going to do right now is to go over some highlights of some things, right? I want you to get that this is just going to be some highlights of some things that we are excited about. This is going to be the trailer to the coming attraction, right? This is not the show, but this is the trailer to what we're going to share tonight, right? And I want you guys to get excited with me, just like you would get excited about the trailer for your favorite television show. All right. So I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to make you aware of something that you have access to. That's right. I'm going to make you aware of something that you totally have access to. Most people think that they lack access, but that's not true. They just lack awareness of the access that's available to them. So a lot of people think that they only can go in and work a job, work 30, 40, 50, 60 hours a week, and then get a paycheck at the end of a week, at the end of 2 weeks, or at the end of a month, right? But I want to tell you that's not the only way that you can get paid. How many of you all are aware that you can get paid daily, right? I want to make you aware that you can literally get paid daily. If you would be excited about a legitimate way that you could get paid daily, drop a one in the chat for me. I want to see who could really get excited about that, right? Do we have the right people on the call tonight? Do we have the go-getters on the call that are ready to take their life and their finances to the next level, right? You can get paid daily. Here's another thing that I want to tell you. I want to tell you that passive income is available to you. See, there's a misconception that passive income is only available to those who are at the higher net worth, or is only available to those who are already rich and wealthy, or those who are already successful. And I want to tell you that's a lie, right? We're gonna expose all the myths and the things out there. I want to tell you that passive income is available to you. Now, traditionally, passive income is available to you if you have enough capital or enough cash, or if you have enough credit. Let me make sure that's clear. Usually, passive income is available to you if you have enough capital or if you have enough credit. Let me tell you how we're shifting things and we're breaking the mold over here, and there's a major shift going on. Well, OakSmart is one of those companies that's causing a shift because they're taking things that get high rewards and high results as far as passive income, but you only have to have a low amount of capital to get access to it. So it's not like a real estate investment where you have to come in with hundreds of thousands of dollars or have to have a 750 to 800 credit score to be able to get the credit to be able to do it. No, right now we are going to give you the access to making passive income with just a $500 minimum start point. Man, we're breaking the mold and changing the game over here, right? Here's the other thing. This is what's different from most other passive income opportunities. Is the fact that you not only it's a low capital startup, but the thing that you also get to take advantage of is getting paid 7 days per week. Yes, I've been involved in a lot of opportunities. I've been in this space for a while. If you guys know my story, I've been involved in network marketing for about 20 years. I've been involved in the crypto space for like the last 5 years. I've been able to do a lot of things. I've been able to achieve a lot of success. I've been in platforms that I've gotten paid 5 days a week. I've been in platforms where I got paid on Fridays once a week. But let me tell you this, it's nothing better than getting paid 7 days a week. You know why? Because I have to pay bills and spend money 7 days per week. Before I got on this call, I had to go to the grocery store and spend money. But you know what was great? All day long, I've been collecting money. How many of you all would love to get paid just as much as you have to spend? Woo! You would love to get paid just as much as you have to spend. If you like that, drop a 2 in the chat for me. I love getting paid on a daily basis. Because when I turn around, I have to spend on a daily basis, you know what I know? Tomorrow, I'm getting some more, right? Tomorrow, I'm getting some more. Tomorrow, my pot is being refilled. I want to tell you guys, this is a phenomenal feeling when something like that happens, right? Now, you probably wonder, well, Anthony, you said we get paid 7 days a week. Well, how much are we getting paid? Guys, you're going to have the opportunity over here to earn 12 to 30% monthly. Yes. Now, I know some of you all are being blown away. Now, if you don't have the financial acumen, let me tell you that this is typically unavailable for most, even the wealthy people in the world. See, very wealthy people are looking for opportunities that give them anywhere from 10 to 15% per year. And I just told you over here that you're going to get access to something that's going to give you 12 to 30% returns per month. You ought to be thanking the person that invited you on this call tonight because they're giving you access to something that people traditionally don't have access to. Here's the next thing, guys. You get to compound your profits. That's right. Not your original capital. You get to compound your profits at a higher level. Why is that important? Because it puts you in the position now that your profits are making profits. See, most people understand how to make profits, but they really haven't been introduced to making their profits make profits. Can I break something down to you? Right, let me break something down. I told you my calls are always educational sessions that come with an opportunity. They're not an opportunity that come with education. I want to tell you here, I'm going to give you the education, whether you take the opportunity or not, you're going to leave here better than you came on the call. Can I tell you this, guys? Look, here's what I know. Most people understand how to make money. They know how to earn money. Most people get that. They get that concept from a very young age. You learn how to make money. Here's the problem. Most people don't know how to multiply money. Woo! But tonight we're going to put you in the rare position of most people where you not only learn how to make, you not only know how to make money, but now you know how to multiply money. Now, and the thing is, now once you learn how to multiply money, you know how to take profits and let profits make profits for you. And now you have money working harder for you than you have to work hard for it. Ooh, if that just sounds good to you, can you drop a 3 in the chat? I just want to make sure I'm talking to my people tonight, right? I want to make sure I'm talking to my people that are feeling what I'm talking about, right? Now, here's the next thing, guys. Look. You also, remember I told you get daily earnings? Don't worry, this is not like some of those other programs that we talked to you about where you can earn daily, but you know what? The way their withdrawals are set up, you can't withdraw daily. Oh, I've been in those programs before where you can earn daily. You gonna see it. It's gonna be on the dashboard, but baby, you can't go out and withdraw it. You can't go spend it. It's not realized capital. We got a lot of dashboard millionaires. I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm not judging anybody, by the way. I'm not throwing any shade or anything. We got a lot of dashboard thousandaires. I believe I got some other people on the line tonight. I told you we would keep it 100% real on this call, right? Are there some other people on the line tonight? Y'all represent for me. If you ever been a dashboard thousandaire but never was able to realize those profits, drop a 4 in the chat for me if you ever had that happen. Some of y'all been in this space for a little while, just like me. I had that happen, right? So I love one of the things that I was asking when I got involved with this opportunity. I said, am I going to just be a dashboard person or am I going to be able to withdraw this stuff? They said, hold on. Let me drop some game on you. They said, hold on, let me send you something. I don't know if Lewis or Asif is on, but they said, hold on, let me show you something. They sent me the wallets. I said, hold on. I said, because the blockchain is something that is irrefutable, right? The blockchain is, I love the blockchain because it's totally transparent. And so they sent the wallet addresses. They said, look, here's our wallet addresses. You can see that we've been paying out and we haven't missed a payment in 6 months that we've been in existence. They said, everybody that comes over here, you get paid. I said, hold on, man, we got something on our hands right here. They are doing the right things, right? So we get paid daily, but yes, we're able to withdraw daily. But here's one of the things that really set it off for me, right? Let me tell you the truth, right? When they said there's no lockup on your principal, man, I was almost shocked. I almost fell out of my seat because the way this program pays, it pays very well. It pays consistently and it's very powerful. But most of the platforms that pay this well, you send your crypto over to them, you can't take it back out. You have to wait for them to pay your principal and your profits back to you over time. So if you wanted to go get a withdrawal from your principal, that ain't happening. But over here, there's no lockup on your principal. I don't know. I just gave y'all the trailer to this coming attraction of what I'm about to show to you, man. If you guys are super excited about what I'm about to show, just by this trailer that I dropped on you, and I ain't even give you everything, drop a five. Well, as a matter of fact, drop 555 in the chat for me. Drop 555 in the chat for me. The trailer should be good. Next time y'all get on a presentation with somebody about another opportunity, you tell them, like, give me the trailer first so I can see if I want to stay on this baby. Right? So that's the trailer to this coming attraction. I want to introduce to some and present to others this incredible opportunity and company that's called OakSmart. Get it right. It's OakSmart. Now, look, I know some of y'all sitting back laughing at the name. You saying, Anthony, that's a funny name, OakSmart. Here's one thing that I always said. I don't really care if the company has a funny name, as long as they're paying me serious money. Hello? I know I got some people out there that's feeling me. I don't care if the company has a funny name. As long as you're paying me some serious money, we can rock together. All right. So let me tell you a little bit about OakSmart, and I'm not going to PDF you to death. I'm not going to sit here and read this PDF to you. I'm going to tell you my perspective and give you an overview of what the PDF is saying, and we're going to keep this party moving. Let me tell you what stands out to me. OakSmart is a global inclusive financial services platform. That's what you need to know. If you're taking notes tonight, I want you to jot down inclusive. I want you to write that down in your notes. If you're not taking notes and you're one of those people who just listen, I want you to take a mental note of this, right? And I want you to take a mental note of inclusive. You're going to see that throughout this presentation. The company's products and services, the way that the company is set up is to be inclusive, right? So they want to include as many people as possible. Right? So here's what their whole goal is: to take the average everyday individual and help them invest smarter and, in fact, invest like a pro. What else do they want to do? They want to make it possible for the average everyday individual that has low capital to be able to get access to high level projects. That's what they want to do. So in fact, in essence, OakSmart is a bridge. They are connecting the average everyday person to above average, extraordinary opportunities and companies. I told you guys you were in the right place at the right time. All you people that are on, y'all logged on, and you was expecting to see the basket weaving class. This is not it. This is the call for the money makers. This is the call for the go-getters. If you are the go-getter and the money maker, you are on the right presentation. All right. Now, here's a little bit about the company background, right? Now, I told you it's basically what I said before. I summed it up better than this thing could tell you, right? But what I want to tell you is that OakSmart designed itself, right, as a company. They didn't want to be a trading company. They didn't want to become a trading firm. They wanted to partner with the world's best trading firms and professional asset management institutions. This is what they want to do. They wanted to find high quality financial services companies that they could partner with that were experts at what they do. And they wanted to be the company that would gather all of the individual investors and participators, right? And they would get them and say, hey, look, we're going to put together a program. We're going to allow you to come in with the small capital. And what we're going to do is gather all of that capital, similar to a crowdfunding thing. They're going to gather all of that capital, and then we're going to take the power that we have with the capital that we have, and we're going to go to these financial institutions and we're going to make power moves. What is a power move? We're going to go over there and say, hey, look, we got all of this. We got millions of dollars from our people. We want you to provide them with excellent services. We want to be a VIP client of yours. And we want you to provide excellent services for us, just like we were one of the major hedge funds in the world. Just like we're one of the major people in the world. So now they have the power because they have the people. Do you guys understand how powerful that is when you can go and say, we are coming as one, but we are a collective. But we want you to provide results for us. And that's what they're doing. And by doing this, what they're going to be able to offer you is an opportunity for you to get a return rate, sometimes of over 200% per year. Think about that. Where you could participate in high return profits, even if you only came in with a small amount of capital. Man, if that just sounds good to you, drop a 6. Let me know y'all still with me. Drop a 6 in the chat. Let me know y'all still with me. I just wanted to break it down for you so you can understand what the company is about, what the mission is about, what they're trying to do, the way that I see Queenie got it. I see Seaway has it, right? Y'all drop those 6s in the chat for me. G-Boss got it. This is what the company is about. Now, let me tell you something that's important. We've seen this in the space. Compliance and regulation can ruin a company or an opportunity. Compliance and regulation has come into this space and it is shaking things up. And what I say in this space, I'm really talking about crypto. They've come in and they've chased down different crypto opportunities. They've done all of these things, right? But let me tell you what I'm excited about here is the fact that this company has taken some measures to put themselves in the right position. What did they do? They went ahead and registered for the money services business license, right? Now, let me tell you a little bit about that MSB license. The MSB license is a license that's issued by FinCEN. Well, who is that? Let me tell you a little bit about FinCEN. FinCEN is the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. All right. Now, where are they from? They're a bureau of the Department of Treasury. What do they do? Let me tell you what they do. They actually fight money laundering, any illicit use of money, and anything that could be a threat to the national security and any financial crime that could be happening, right? So why is it important that the company went and registered for this license? It lets me know they're not afraid. They lets me know that they said, we want to do it right. So if something happens with regulation, we don't know. We don't have a crystal ball of what's going to happen in the future. But what we can say is the company is taking the steps and the measures to try to go ahead and get the right things done, right? And so we're glad that the company did go ahead and do that. Now, let's talk about the first company that the company is partnered with, and we're excited about this. The first major company that they partner with is Trading Link. Now, Trading Link is a professional financial services institution. They're a trading platform. They have excellent traders. They recruit excellent traders. They even provide their own signals in the market. You can actually go in and register with Trading Link and get access to those signals. And you can trade with those signals on your own. You can get with the person who invited you to see if they have an account with Trading Link, and then they can send you that link. And you can go ahead and check out Trading Link for yourself. It's a major company. It's doing major things. You can go in and see all the different types of traders that they have access to. They're not just domiciled into one type of market either. They operate in multiple markets. Trading Link is out there. They're going to different events and stuff like that. They're stretching and flexing their muscles on what they can do and all of that type of stuff. Well, we're excited that OakSmart has a partnership with Trading Link, which actually allows OakSmart to do what they do best and let Trading Link do what they do best. And then what we do best is make money. It allows us to do what we do best and to make money passively, right? And so that's why we're excited about this partnership. Let me tell you a little bit about Trading Link. The first thing I want to talk about is their recruitment model. They actually recruit the best traders around the world. Now, how do they do that? Because they're going to attract them because they give them access to some of the best technology to trade with. Right? They give them access to the right tools and resources that they need, that they could trade more efficiently because they become a part of Trading Link. So that's how they get the best traders, right? Now, let me tell you, Trading Link is a very stable company. And one of the reasons why they're stable is because they don't have just one income stream or one revenue source. They have multiple revenue models. So they're making money not only through their subscription fees, but they're also making money through trader profit sharing and transaction fees. So the company is very, very stable. See, I like to see when companies have multiple streams of income because I understand even as an individual, it is very important in this day and time that you have multiple streams of income. How many of you all really agree with me that it's very important to have multiple streams of income? Drop a 7 in the chat for me. How many people going to be real? In this day and time, it's hard to even live without multiple streams of income. One thing that I will tell you is that one source of income is way too close to none. You might find yourself in a very bad situation if you don't have multiple streams of income. So I want to tell you guys, that's right. Seaway said it's no longer a luxury. I want to tell you guys it's not a luxury, this is what I want you guys to understand. It's not a luxury for individuals and it's not a luxury for companies. That's why you see companies diversifying and doing more than one thing. You see them selling other stuff they ain't never sold before. Y'all probably noticed that companies coming out selling all different types. You're like, they ain't sell that before. Yeah, they got to sell. They introducing new models and new stuff like that, new revenue models because they want to be stable. They understand that the companies that didn't have the diversified revenue models, they were going out of business. Now, here's the next thing. What's very important is that they're using the right technology. One of the things they're using is AI. I was very excited to see that because we understand AI is a revolution. I don't know if you guys just watched the whole Apple presentation here recently. That whole presentation was about AI. And you know, in Apple format, they made it all about Apple. And so they say Apple intelligence is what AI stands for now instead of artificial intelligence. But let me tell you, artificial intelligence is taking over, guys. It's changing the way we do business. It's changing the way we live. It's changing everything. But you know what? I'm glad that somebody's taking AI and putting it in place so it can change the way we earn. Hold up. It's changing the way we earn. And the company called Trading Link is actually putting AI to work. And not only that, they also have intelligent risk control systems. And so this is what was very important to me when I said I was checking out Trading Link. One of the most important things for me when you're looking at a trading company is their risk management strategy. Are they taking intelligent risk? Are they managing risk? Because a lot of you all know, no matter where that comes in, your personal income or business income, it's really not how much you make, it's how much you keep. We got people coming at, they run up a bag, but you can't keep a bag. It doesn't even matter. You're going to find yourself back without a bag. Hello? You're going to find yourself bagless, right? How many of y'all can tell me that's the truth? Drop an 8 in the chat. You got to really manage your risk. I want to know that not only that you're making money, but you're keeping the money that you're making. Now, the company does do the right thing, and they partner with global exchanges that are compliant, right? They're around the world, so they use the right platforms, all right? Now, let's talk about a little bit of the history about Trading Link here so you guys can understand that. The company was officially formed and launched in London back in 2021. By the first quarter of 2022, they had launched a retail trader project, recruiting 20 professional traders from Europe. By the third quarter of 2022, they had surpassed their trading revenue expectations and expanded the fund size. Then by the first quarter of 2023, they collaborated with the Middle Eastern cryptocurrency fund and they expanded their trading categories. By the fourth quarter of 2023, they had their second expansion where they signed over 100 outstanding traders across all financial fields. So you see the growth and the progression of this company. And for the third quarter of 2024, they announced, hold on, why is this thing not showing for me? Let me slide this over so you guys can see that. They announced a global layout of accumulated cooperation with over 1,000 funds. So they brought on more funds right there, right? So I want to tell you guys that they have done the necessary things here to make sure that this company is growing and progressing the way that it should, all right? So let's keep this party going here. Let's talk about the impact that all of the things that they're doing is happening. What Trading Link is doing is they're enhancing trading efficiency and transparency, promoting financial innovation, different changes and things like that, reducing market risk. We talked about that, fostering an international cooperation. They're bringing in funds from all across the world and traders from all across the world. They're supporting trader growth and increasing ordinary investors' participation. So now average ordinary investors are able to do so much more by lowering their participation thresholds. They're really helping average investors be able to do more with their funds. All right. Now let's talk about this partnership between OakSmart and Trading Link. Right. So I want you guys to get this. This is a wonderful collaboration. And there's a lot of collaborations that are happening right now. You're going to see more and more companies come together and do things because they have to. With this changing environment, we're going into the partnership environment where you're going to see these companies come together. And if you guys haven't taken advantage of this in your own personal lives yet, I want you to do it now. We are going into the partnership economy, the collaboration economy, where it's going to be advantageous for you to collaborate with other people. It's one of the reasons why I collaborate with my brother Jackson, or I collaborate with Arlisha, or I collaborate with many of the other people that are on this call, because together we are better, right? And so this is what these two companies have done, and they've come together to create something better. But it's not only better for them, it's better for us. They provide an opportunity for us that changes everything. And that's why we're excited about the way they have collaborated to provide an opportunity for us, right? Now, let's talk about some of the comparison things out there. Now, if you are a traditional investor, most likely an accredited investor, there's certain opportunities that you're going to have access to. Now, one of them would be this company called Panthera Capital. A lot of people are aware of it, but a lot of people can't participate in it. Why? Because they're priced out. See, to get involved in this one, you need at least $100,000 of capital, right? Now, you get involved in this one, it is in cryptocurrency and blockchain, so it's highly volatile, but it also offers an opportunity to have high profitability. Sometimes you get years over 200%. Here's the problem. There's not much flexibility in that fund, which means you have to keep it in there for long periods of time before you can actually draw it out or even take some profit out of it, right? Now, there's other ones like Bridgewater Associates. Now, this is a hedge fund. Just giving you an example of a hedge fund that it requires you to have over 5 million to get involved in this. Now, once you get involved in this one, you're going to get on average a return of 10 to 15% a month. Remember, I told you most wealthy people actually look for opportunities that are getting them around 10 to 15% per month. Now, if you got to think about it, that's a pretty good amount of capital. If you go into something, 10 to 15% per year. I hope I said that right. So 10 to 15% per year. So if you have $5 million, that means that if you get 10% a year, then you can come away with $500,000 a year. Most people actually take their funds, put it in something like this, and expect to live off of the profit from these funds, right? The problem is this is low liquidity and long lockup periods for them, right? It's hard to actually pull it out. Maybe you could pull out every now and then, once a year, every 6 months or something like that, but it has very, very low liquidity. Now, there's other ones like Citadel, which require $1 million, and AQR Capital, which requires $5 million as well. So these opportunities typically will give you somewhere between 10 to 15% per year. Let me show you the contrast between these potential opportunities that wealthy people have access to and the one that we're going to present to you today, right? So OakSmart has put together just 2 plans. There's one everybody has to start with. If you're going to decide that you're going to start with OakSmart, you're going to start in the Oak Crypto One. Now, here's what is different between those other plans. You don't have to have hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to get started. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to have thousands of dollars to get started. You can get started with this with just $500 in cryptocurrencies. I want you to get this. Let me change your mindset right here. Look, how many of you all, if you had the opportunity, right? If you had an opportunity that could put you in a place where you could double your money, right? An incredible opportunity, you could put you in place to double your money. How many of you all would find that $500? How many of you all would find it? If you would find it, drop a 9 in the chat, right? Like, hey, look, I'm gonna find the $500. See, here's what I realized with people. Let's be totally honest. Can I be real with y'all? Y'all give me permission to be real? Here's what I noticed with people. People find a way to do what they want, right? People find a way to do what they want. I just want to tell you, this has to be a desire of yours. If you desire to change your financial situation, you will find a way to do what you need to do. If somebody came and said, "Hey, look, it was $500, but if it was $500 to save a loved one, you would come up with that $500." Let me rewind it. Let me rewind it. Let's rewind that back. If it took $500 to save one of your closest loved ones, how many of you all would come up with it? Drop a 10 in the chat for me. Hello? Drop a 10. Let me plug up my laptop before it goes dead on me. Y'all drop a 10 in the chat for me, though. Drop a 10 in the chat for me. All right. Let me do this. Oh, it took my camera out. Hold on, give me 1 second. All right. So you see all those 10s coming in, right? These are the real ones. You will find it, right? So I want you to think about this in the same vein, right? You would find it, and then you know what? You would do whatever you need to do with it. Right over here, I want you to find it. And here's what I want to tell you. I've had to do this in times in my life, but let me tell you, you think it's detrimental that you got to come up with that 500. You're going to live after that 500. But the thing is, what is that 500 going to do for you now? If that 500 is going to put you in a much better position and financially, that's something that you should really consider if it's something that you should do. I'm going to get off of that. But look, I just wanted you guys to really get your mindset right about that. Here's the next thing, the investment methods. How do you get in? I told you $500 in cryptocurrencies. You can start with Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, BNB, Solana, Tether, USDT, USDC, or even DAI, right? So you can start with even any of those. Now, what are you going to get per month? Anywhere from 8 to 30% per month. Remember, I told you, look, wealthy people are willing to put hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars in a place that's going to earn them 10 to 15% per month because they understand wealth building principles. The problem is when you go to the average everyday investor that has not had their mindset shifted, you go to them and tell them it's 500, and then you tell them it's 8 to 30% per month, and they're like, I don't know. I don't know. I think you're trying to get me. Right? And I understand because I was the same type of person when I first got involved in this space and I looked at things. I was on a presentation just like you, sitting in front of the screen, watching the person present, and they presented the opportunity for me. And guess what they said? They said, hey, look, they were talking all this. I said, this sounds good, but I think he might be trying to get me. And then the person beside me said, yeah, I think he's trying to get us. And then I was like, hold on. I ain't got much for them to get at that time. Like I want to tell you, as a matter of fact, at that time they were talking about $100 opportunity. It was a woman presenting it, and she was talking about $100. I was like, they trying to get me for my $100 because that's all I got. Are y'all feeling me right now? Drop a 1 in the chat if you feeling me. And then I had to realize, look, I realized that the person presenting was not trying to get something from me; they were trying to get something to me. Woo. It was the information that they were trying to get to me that could change my life. And I'm so glad that the person that was presenting got that information to me because that $100 that I got started with, and I didn't let the person who beside me the person who was listening to the same information that was sitting right beside me, they didn't get started. That $100 led to over $500,000 for me. And I promise you, I'm not trying to impress any of you by any of that. I just want to impress upon you that you need to open your mind to opportunity. You look, here's the thing. Most people are poor not because of their financial situation. Most people are poor because of their mentality, and poor stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. All right, I'm gonna get off of my soapbox. So now you get to do 8 to 30% per month, right? You get more than what wealthy people actually usually get. Here's the next thing. Your daily payout comes between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. UTC. You got to look up that and see what it is in your time, right? But we get paid every day. Anybody that's in OakSmart who continuously gets their pay every single day, can y'all drop a 2 in the chat and represent one time for me so the people can see the proof in the chat? Drop some 2s in there for me every single day, 7 days a week. It does not fail. I check my back office and I'm pleasantly unsurprised. I'm pleasantly unsurprised. Why? Because I knew it was coming. I knew I was getting it. All right. So let's go a little bit further. Here's the thing. Remember, I told you no lockup period? Your funds can be entered today and exited today. The company doesn't need to hold on to your funds. You know what? The company's already showed me that they are cash sufficient. Right? They showed a lot of us. Some of us seen, we're like, we ain't got a problem. They are cash sufficient. No lockup on funds, right? So what does that mean? Now you can come in and do a withdrawal. Now here's what the company says. You can do a withdrawal from your principal, the amount that you started with, but if you do a withdrawal from your principal, right? If it's before 30 days, the company says, hey, look, give us 5%. Why you want 5%? You didn't give us enough time to really make it work. So it's a 5% before first 30 days. But after your first 30 days, it's only 1%. But you get to withdraw your principal when you get ready. How many of you all think that's powerful? Drop a 3 in the chat. That's pretty good. If you think that's fair, is that fair of the company? If it's before 30 days, I'll let you get your money, but just give me 5%. If it's after 30 days, it's only 1%. You can roll. Right? Now, let's go in. Let's talk about this. Here's the second plan. You get access to this after you start earning profits. So once you start earning profits off of your money, the company is going to give you the opportunity to take those profits and grow them even bigger. How are they going to do that? With the Oak USD Max plan. With this Max plan, you're going to be able to compound your profits at 20 to 50% per month. Now, why is this higher than the Oak Crypto One? Because they don't have to pay any fees. They don't have to pay any bonuses or anything out of the Oak USD Max plan. They don't pay anything off of that. This is straight profit. The Oak Crypto One, they're paying profits to the person. They're paying bonuses to the person who introduced you. They're paying bonuses from the way the compensation plan works and all of that type of stuff. So that's why you get 8 to 30% per month. But over here on the Oak USD Max, nothing else comes out of it. So all of your profits are being compounded at a higher level. But guess what? Everything else that comes along with Oak Crypto One goes along with it. You still get paid every day off of it. There's no lockup on it. And the same 5% before 30 days and 1% after 30 days applies to the Oak USD Max as well. It's incredible, guys, the way we make money over here. Now, what I've shared to you with this part of the presentation was strictly for the passive person. I spent most of the time on this because this is who this is catered to. There's more people who are interested in just joining to earn passive than there are the other people. But let me tell you this. I know on this call, we got the real go-getters and the real money makers, right? And I hope you understand that passive income is very, very important. It's one of the greatest things in the world, and I love it, right? But I want you to understand that there's 2 ways. Here's the first thing I want you to understand. There's 2 ways to get passive income. You're either going to roll up your, no, let me go back. You're either going to open your wallet. So you can say, hey, look, I got this amount. Now, if you got enough in your wallet to get the amount of passive income that you want for your life, then you can just open your wallet, do that, and not do anything else, right? If you got 100,000, you can put it over here. You're going to earn 8 to 30% per month, and you're going to earn 8,000 a month off of that. Then you might be like, hey, that's cool. But for those of us, and you may have 500, and you say, well, look, that's not going to get me what I want every month. There's another option for you to earn it. It's called roll up your sleeves. Go to work. And some of us in here, we understand the power of both. See, because I understand, and I'm in a season of right now, I'm not choosing this or that. I'm saying this and that. Woo. How many of y'all feeling like me? I'm not leaving stuff off the table. I'm not saying this or that. I'm saying this and that. How many of y'all are with me right now? Drop a 4 in the chat. What am I saying? I want passive income and active income. Why? Because I can. If you don't want that, that's up to you. But I want the passive income and the active income coming in my life. That's a balanced portfolio. Because there's sometimes your passive income might not be enough. Hello? But I need to know how to go get it out the mud. I need to know how I can go get busy and make something shake and something's gonna happen for me. All right. So that's the passive side. Now it's going to give you high returns, lower investment threshold, flexible fund management, all of that stuff that we talked about. But on the active side, let's go ahead, let's talk about this over here. If you want to get busy, if you're willing to roll up your sleeves, if you're willing to do a little bit of work, right? And the great thing about this work over here, you do the work once, it could pay you for a very long time. Ooh. See, the thing that people need to learn is that work is not wrong, it's doing the right work that matters. See, most people understand how to go to work, but they don't understand how to make work work for them. Write that down. Write that one down. Right? You gotta, okay. It's nothing wrong with going to work. It's learning how to work and make work work for you. What do I mean? I could come over here and do some work, right? And because of the way this compensation plan is set up, if I refer somebody directly to this company, they're not going to pay me anything when they deposit in there. You probably say, Anthony, why are you going to share it with somebody then? Because they're not going to pay me anything off of their deposit. What they're going to do is they're going to pay me every time that they make money. So every time they earn money, the company has already set it up that they're going to pay me 50%. Now, I don't know if you guys remember how many days a week do we get paid? Drop it in the chat. Anybody that was paying attention. How many days a week do we get paid? 7. Tony got it. He's been listening. Big shout out to you. 7. We get paid 7 days a week. So how often are you going to earn 50% of whatever they're earning? 7 days a week. What does that mean? If you refer somebody and that person makes a deposit, whatever their deposit is, and they start earning on a daily basis, if they're making $20 a day, that means you're making $10 a day, 7 days a week. Hold on. I'm going to pull out my handy dandy calculator really quick. We're going to look at something really quick here. Let's do some numbers. I'm going to pull out my handy dandy calculator. You referred one person. They are earning $20 a day. You're going to make $10 a day. Can I tell you guys that you just gave yourself $300 a month? One person, $300 a month. Do you know it's people who go out there and work 20 hours a week in a part-time job and don't make or make around $300 a month? Let me give you the game plan. You will do the same thing. You do a little bit of work. You refer 10 people. You got 10 people who are making $20 a day. That means that all of them are going to bring you $300 a month. Do you understand that's $3,000 a month? How many of you all think you could find 10 people within the next month who want to earn, check this out, 8 to 30% per month on their money? If you think you could do that, drop an 8 in the chat. Drop an 8 in the chat. So what does this mean, guys? I didn't tell you. See, this is different than other opportunities. I didn't tell you come in and recruit 1,000 people, be a great leader, a team person, be able to do leadership calls, be able to do presentations and do all this stuff. No, I said, can you go find 10 people? Can you go find 10 people who want to make 8 to 30% per month on their money? Now, if you could do it, then they could do it. So when those 10 people do it, they're on your second level. So they produce 100 people. So those 10 people produce 100 people on your second level. You're going to make 5% off of what they make every day. I hope y'all are getting what I'm saying. Are y'all feeling me so far? So let's take, they're gonna make, you're gonna make 5% off of what they make. So now, if you are making $1 per day off of every person on your second level, how many of y'all calculate how much is that is a day? Oh, G-Boss got it. You making $100 a day on your second level. What does that mean per month? That's another 3,000. Guys, you on two levels, and that's $6,000 a month. You didn't have to be a superstar to do that. All you did was found 10 people who wanted to earn 8 to 30% per month off of their money. And all they did was found 10 people. Now, some of them are going to find more, some of them are going to find less. And guess what? It ain't going to stop there. It's going to continue growing. Because what's sweet is the company pays 5% on levels 2 through 20. So on level 3, when there's 1,000 people there and you're making still, we talking about $20 a day, we're making still $1 a day. Imagine making $1,000 a day off of your level 3. $1,000 a day off your level 3. So now that's another $30,000 a month. So right now I got you up to $36,000 a month on level 3. I told you, if you come in, you get this information, you get this concept, you're gonna leave here rich. How many of y'all super excited right now? Just be honest with me. If you're excited right now on another level, can y'all do me a favor? Drop a 9 in the chat for me. Drop a 9 in the chat for me. I just broken down a compensation plan, and we just got through the first bonus. And I just showed y'all how wealth is built right here off the first bonus. How you can really accelerate. Can I tell y'all this? Let me break it. I share this on every call. It is easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than to make a little money over a long period of time. Ask anybody who ever made a lot of money in a short period of time, and they will tell you, don't ask your broke Uncle Joe, because broke Uncle Joe ain't never made a lot of money in a short period of time, so he don't know. All he knows is making a little money over a long period of time. So all he knows is going to work, working 40, 50 hours a week and still not having enough to pay his bills. But the person who's made 10, 50, or $100,000 in a month will tell you it's easier to make that in a month than it is to make that in a year. I just gave y'all some wealth talk right there. By the way, let's keep this party moving. Let's go to the second bonus before I get too excited. Here's the next one: broker, global, and global bonus. Broker bonus, generation 1, right? When you're at partner, generation 1, which means you have at least $500 in your account, and then your small market requirement. Small market is anything outside of your biggest leg, your person who produces the most volume on your team. So we're going to separate them. We're going to exclude them. And all the volume outside of that biggest leg needs to be at least 50,000 for you to qualify for this level. But once you qualify for this level, the bonus percentage that you're going to get for the broker bonus is 5%. Yes, another 5% bonus. On top of all the other stuff we just talked about, another 5% bonus. Now, once you get on generation 2 and you're a partner, you got $1,000 in your account, your small volume requirement needs to be 120,000. That's outside of your biggest leg. All the volume outside of that will be 120,000. They're going to increase it 5%. And every rank up, they're going to increase it 5% till you get the crown ambassador where you're making 40%. And guys, what I told you, everything with this company is daily. This is a daily bonus. 40% daily. Now, there's another bonus, which is called the global bonus. And this means that if your daily small market volume, all your volume outside of your biggest leg, if it increases more than 3%, you're going to receive an additional 5% allocation for that level. Man, I just showed y'all some major money. Look, you don't have to understand all of it. Just understand it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. I just showed you off the first bonus. It was a lot of money. All right, so let's go up. Let's go a little bit further. Now they got a rank reward program. This is what we call it, ranks and rewards, right? And once you get the senior partner, not only are you gonna already be making a lot of money, they're gonna give you a bonus of either 1,500 or they're gonna send you an Apple iPhone, whichever one is best for you. Once you hit director, they're gonna give you 3,500 or an Apple Vision Pro. Once you hit the level of senior director, they're going to give you the Apple family, which is going to be the iPad, the MacBook Pro, the iPhone, and the Vision Pro, and you're going to be able to get all of that or $8,000. Once you get executive director, you're going to be able to get a Rolex Daytona or $25,000. Once you hit ambassador, you're going to get a Porsche 718 or $70,000. Or once you get the platinum ambassador, you can get a Mercedes AMG GT or $135,000. Now here's the big boy. Once you hit the level of crown ambassador, you can get this Ferrari F8 or $298,000. Now, crown ambassador is the top rank in the company, but here's what the company says: we're not going to stop paying if you don't stop producing. If you don't stop producing, if you get up to 50 million in volume, we're going to give you 700,000 or a luxury apartment. If you get up to the point where you got 100 million, we're going to give you 1.5 million or a luxury villa. Guys, through this rank reward program, that's $2.7 million of rank rewards that are paid out. Guys, I gave you some information tonight. I gave you some phenomenal information, some information that could definitely change your life. Now, how are you going to look at the information? How are you going to perceive the information? Let me give it to you. I want to give this every night. Guys, we got to understand this. Whether you join our opportunity or not, I want to tell you guys that there's two major classes in the world right now. There is the poor and middle class, and then there's the rich and wealthy. Okay? I want y'all to get this. Take this, write this down, take notes of it. The middle class is being rapidly eliminated. It's almost already gone. It's hard for anybody to say they're just middle class. If you middle class, you got to make over $1 million a year to be middle class now, right? They are eliminating middle class. So it's really going to go into a society where there's the poor or the rich and wealthy. And here's what I have decided for myself, for my family, and as for me and my house. We are not going to be in the poor. We're taking ourselves to the rich and wealthy. We're going to get what I call on the right side of money. And we're going to be poor. We're not going to be in the poor. We're going to be in the rich and wealthy. How many of you all are with me? You say, I despise poor and I want to be in the class of the rich and wealthy. Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys are with me about getting there. Here's what I want to tell you. The difference, the major difference between the poor and the rich and wealthy is simply the way they think. I don't care what anybody else tells you. It's the way they think, and most importantly, the way they think about money. And for too long, we've been given the wrong information about money. And we need to get the right information about money so we can change our thought process. Here's what I want you guys to understand. I gave you some tips throughout this call, but I want you to understand this, right? The way poor and middle class people think about money is that money is to pay bills and buy the things they want so they can get by and live life comfortably. But let me tell you what rich and wealthy people think the purpose of money is. They think the purpose of money, and they believe in their heart that money should be making more money for them. Why? That's why you see more people in the rich and wealthy class that do investments. They have more net worth. They got all of this other stuff, right? Poor and middle class, they run from investments for the most part, especially in the poverty. They're scared of investments. Every time they see an investment, every time they see an opportunity, right? They scream scam, right? And the people who say scam all the time, I'm not saying there are not scams out there. There are definitely scams out there. And it's a part of creating wealth. There's people losing money is a part of becoming wealthy. Most people won't tell you that. That's another thing. If you talk to any wealthy person, they will tell you about the amount of money that they've lost. Okay. Now, here's what I want to tell you is that they don't say scam all the time, though, because see, people who say scam all the time are SCAM, which means still confused about money. Hello? So what I want to tell you guys is that, look, I don't care what you've been through. You got to find a way. I'm not trying to tell you to do this opportunity, but you got to find a way to make more money work for you and make it work for you faster. It's so much easier to get wealthy fast instead of getting wealthy slow or falling for the get wealthy never plan. See, everybody was warning you about a get rich quick scheme, but nobody warned you about the get rich never scheme, which most likely for most people is a job. I'm not knocking jobs, but I'm knocking only having a job. I'm not knocking a job. Most of you probably have a job, but here's what I want to tell you. If you only have a job, that's the problem because most people never become independently wealthy by just having a job. So I want to tell you, I presented some information, but hopefully you got some education on this. Man, if you guys just had a good time on this, drop a 777 in the chat for me, guys. I love doing, I don't know if you could tell, but I love doing this. I love sharing this information. I love helping people go to the next level in their mindset and in their money. All right. So I see we got some 777s in there. I'm excited about this. I'm excited about where everybody is going. Let me ask the leaders if they have anything else. I know I'm overtime right now, but Jackson, Lewis, Asif, any of the other leaders, I know Seaway had to drop, but any of the other leaders, if you have anything that you want to share, please do so now. If you want to. Otherwise, man, we'll get ready to go ahead and wrap this baby up. Oh, there's
What's going
Lewis.
on, Anthony? Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. What's going on, Lewis?
Awesome, brother. Hey, man, such an amazing and powerful call. As usual, brother, you're crushing it. Your results speak for themselves. Super excited to be partnered up with you here in OakSmart. Family, you heard the man, let's create some passive income and add that active income, right? When you partner up passive with active, you create a legacy. So that's what we're going for, a legacy run here in OakSmart. If you haven't locked in yet, partner up with the person sent you the link and let's make you guys some money. Let's go. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you so much, Lewis. There it is, guys. You guys heard what Lewis said. Rock and roll. Get back with the person who invited you. Make sure you get all the information you need, but most importantly, get their link and go ahead and get started on your own financial journey. All right, guys. Until the next presentation, which will be tomorrow night at the same time. Oh, also, we have a 1 o'clock. Arlisha's doing the 1 o'clock. Make sure you guys get on the 1 o'clock because she's bringing heat. If you've never experienced it, you need to jump up there, experience what she's doing, bring some people to that call, especially if they're in a different time zone and all that type of stuff. Make sure you let them know there's a 1 o'clock call available as well. All right, guys. So I'm going to get out of here, but you guys have an absolutely phenomenal night. And don't forget, we love and care about each and every one of you. And we definitely want to see all of you win. Until the next video, I said video, until the next presentation, you guys have an absolutely phenomenal day. And I am out. Peace. All right.